On today's video, we're going to see if there's a liquor that can make a better espresso martini than vodka. The Espresso Martini is a simple yet extremely popular cocktail that was invented in the early 1980s. However, there's nothing really martini about it. Its combination of a base spirit with a bitter and a sweetener is much more like an old-fashioned or a Manhattan in its makeup. It's also a drink we've made before on this channel, so why are we doing it again? Well, as you can see from all the ingredients on this table, we're going to do something a little different. Our goal for today is to decide if we can use all these same base ingredients, but change our main spirit to make a better cocktail. Probably like many of you at home, I don't own an espresso machine. Instead, like we've done before, we're going to use a Cold Brew Concentrate for all of our cocktails. As well, instead of Kahlua, we're going to use Mr. Black, which is our personal favorite coffee liqueur. We're going to make all these drinks with the same ratios of ingredients. We're going to use 2 ounces of our Cold Brew Concentrate, 1 ounce of our Mr. Black, 1/4 ounce of our simple syrup, and taking a tip I've seen on some other channels that really kind of has me interested, we're also going to use a pinch of sea salt in each one of these, which should help balance out some of the bitterness of the coffee. Okay, we got all of our ingredients lined up. We have ice in our shakers. Let's start making some drinks. We're gonna make these all at the same time, so at the end we can pour them all out and do a comparison. So as I said, we're gonna do 2 ounces of our Cold Brew Concentrate. This is an espresso blend, for whatever that's worth. Probably tastes just a little more bitter like espresso does. Should give us a more true espresso cocktail. You'll also notice the glasses in the front. Those are in no way, shape, or form martini glasses. What are they though? A glass that I had 5 exact matching glasses for, so it's gonna work, we're gonna use them. And honestly, when you're at home, who cares what glass you use? You use a fishbowl for all you care. All right, 2 ounces of that. Good enough. We're gonna use 1 ounce of our Mr. Black coffee liqueur. We've used this multiple times on the channel. We are big fans of this stuff. It is way better than Kahlua. Kind of considered like a craft Kahlua, maybe, if you will. Or a craft coffee liqueur, I guess. All right, 1 ounce in each of those. We're going to use a 1/4 ounce of our simple syrup. I've mentioned this before. Usually I like to make fresh ingredients. I don't feel like regular simple syrup is something that has to be made fresh. It tastes the same to me, whether it's out of this bottle or if I'm making it. So if I'm making a flavored one, absolutely, I'm all for making fresh, but with this, it's good enough. It's just sugar and water. All right, each of these also, as I mentioned, is gonna get a pinch of our sea salt. I did read online, like I said, I've seen this thrown around a couple times. That a little pinch just helps cover the bitterness of the coffee, really makes a difference in the taste of the cocktail. And this little bit is not gonna make a big change in taste. It's not a margarita where you're covering your rim. Just using a little bit here. All right, so we got the base ingredients in all of these. We're gonna go ahead and add now our primary liquor. We'll start out with the tried and true vodka. We know this works in an espresso martini. We've had it many times. We've made it on the channel. We'll link to that video as well. Again, we're using 2 ounces of each of the spirits in our drinks. There we go. I'm gonna slide these out of the way as I make them. No, I'm not, because I gotta remember which one's which. No problem there. We got 2 ounces. We're using a Resurgent Bourbon. Honestly, why did I pick this one? The bottle's almost empty. I want to kill it. It's a good one, but it needs more space in the shelves for some new stuff. And that is 2 ounces on the dot. I wish I could show you to prove it's exactly 2 ounces, and we killed a bottle, which is always a exciting time and a good thing in our case because we have space. 2 ounces of our tequila. We're using an El Tesoro Reposado. Excellent tequila. I love this stuff. Two ounces of that. And there's no rhyme or reason for which shakers I chose for each one of these. I just happen to own exactly 5 shakers. They don't match. I don't care. You get the gist. 5 ounces of a rum. We're using a Plantation 5-year rum. This is a great rum. It's actually just recently changed their name at the beginning of the year. I just saw that for the first time. There's new bottles just hitting the market. I don't want to missay the name. It's close to the same name, but they did change it up. And then This is the weirdest one that I'm not sure how it's going to taste. I definitely have never had this combination before, but it's a normal spirit. Let's try it out. We use a Hendrick's gin for our fifth one. All right. Now we're going to go through and shake each one up. All right, first is our vodka espresso martini. Vodka being a neutral, clear spirit, adds nothing to the color. So everything you're seeing there is a combination of the cold brew coffee as well as the Mr. Black for the color there. Next, we're going to use our bourbon. Maybe a little darker on our color, which is to be expected because you're adding a little more, I guess, brown color with the bourbon. A little less of a head, which is interesting. Not sure why that would be exactly, but maybe there's something to that with a different ingredient. We've got our tequila. Again, a clear spirit, a little bit lighter here. Yeah, definitely the least head on the bourbon. I wonder why that is. Let me get these shakers out of the way. Don't need those in here anymore. We got our plantation rum. About 10 seconds is all you need for this one. There's no fruit juices in there that you really got to mix in too well. Cap was almost frozen on there. Here's our rum. That's got a great head to it. Still coming out. There we go. Wow. Go rum. And last, but maybe not least, is our gin. Actually, my first time using a Boston shaker. Bartenders at home probably laughing at my inability to pop it out there. Hendrick's has some rose and some cucumber elements to it. Should really make for an interesting drink. Not usually what you combine with coffee, but we'll give it a go. And why not use garnish here? We got a couple of coffee beans. Gonna pop a couple of those on top. One to each. Normally you'd probably want your bartender using tongs, but hey, I'm the one drinking, right? All right, first let's try our old standard, the vodka espresso martini. Cheers. Great drink. We make it all the time. It's great. It's the classic espresso martini. We know it was going to be good. It's fantastic. All right. Next up is our bourbon. I've never had a bourbon espresso martini. Let's try this one out. Cheers. It smells great. Wow. Ooh. You know, I get a lot of... You know what that tastes kind of like? If you're a beer drinker and you like a barrel-aged coffee stout, you know, something that the brewery lets sit in a bourbon barrel for a little bit, it tastes just like that, and that's a good thing for me. This is delicious. Wow. I love that. That's delicious. Bourbon, check, check, check. All right, tequila. Ooh, smell a ton of tequila on that one. A little spicier with the tequila. Not spicy, I guess spice is what I'm getting out of it. Some of that agave spice. Also delicious. Very different drink from the vodka. If you're not a tequila drinker, I wouldn't say switch it up. But if you like tequila, that's also great. Very good drink. Very good drink. Just so I don't kind of lose track of my ratings, we know what this one is. I'm not even going to rate that. I'll give a star rating, I guess. We don't do star ratings normally, but why not? I'm sure my editor's going to love this. I'm going to give the bourbon 5 stars. The bourbon is 5 stars. You know what? I'll add the vodka. Vodka's 4 stars. It's a good drink. It's a great drink. We've had a lot of them. Bourbon right now, 5 stars. 5 out of 5. Love it. Tequila, I'm going to say 4 stars as well. I am a tequila drinker. I enjoyed it. It's a different drink, though, for sure. It does not taste the same as a regular martini. I enjoy it, but I'm going to give that 4 stars. Bourbon, clearly the lead for me. Now the rum. I have had a rum espresso martini before. It was not with plantation. I forget what kind of rum that bartender used. I enjoyed it. I'm expecting to like this one. Let's give it a shot. You don't smell a lot of the rum, whereas with the bourbon and the tequila, you definitely smell a lot of it. Oh wow. 5 out of 5 immediately. In fact, if I had given more stars as an option, this might have been more than 5. Wow. This is my clear number 1 by far, without a doubt. Love the bourbon. Would order the bourbon. Would make the bourbon one all the time. This rum, Espresso Martini, is fan-freaking-tastic. Wow. I love that. That is so good. I can't emphasize enough. I'm not sure if it's because of the plantation I use, which is a good rum. Probably a $35, $40 bottle of rum if I had to guess, or remember correctly. But it's a good rum. There are betters for sure. It's only a 5-year-old, but that is absolutely perfect. Let's give the gin a shot. Again, I've never even seen someone make a gin espresso martini before. I don't know if it's going to work, but I wanted to give everything a fair shake here. I feel like these are kind of the 5, most common spirits you might own. Let's give it a shot. Cheers. Oh wow, that smells funky. I mentioned funky can be good, by the way. I mentioned there's cucumber and rose. I smell cucumber for sure. It's a weird mix with the coffee. Get that fly out of my way here. It's pretty gin forward, and it might be because I used Hendrick's, which I love Hendrick's gin. Hendrick's and tonic is a delicious drink. It works so well in a lot of cocktails. It is a very floral gin, though. Again, the notes of cucumber and rose. I don't love it. I'm gonna give that one 2 stars. It's very drinkable. In fact, I will drink it after this video is done. But it's definitely my least favorite of all these for sure. Not my favorite. It's extremely drinkable. I would happily order it. I might try a different gin next time, but not one I'm going to be making a ton of. But man, clear favorites, guys. Plantation rum, number 1 by far. By far. They both got 5 stars because, again, I limited myself here. Bourbon, fantastic drink as well. A close second to the plantation rum. The tequila, I'd say, was very good. Make sure you're a tequila fan. Tequila is definitely on the forefront of that flavor. If you're iffy about tequilas, maybe skip this one, but it's a good drink. So I love this tequila. Vodka, we know it's good. It makes for a great drink. We've all had it before. And then a distant 5th, the gin. It's still fine. I still enjoyed it. It's just got a lot of notes going on that maybe is not what I want mixed with coffee and when I think of an espresso martini. So there you have it, guys. I'd say the rum number 1, the bourbon number 2, tequila and vodka I'd say tied at 3rd, and then the gin a distant 5th, but still worth trying. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Seriously, we put so much work into this. My wife is our editor. We love making these videos for you. I hope you enjoy it as well. Please subscribe, like the video, leave a comment below. We'll see you soon. Cheers.